What's the problem with kick or keep?
Yeah.
If you were to ask me, I see absolutely no problem with it. It just needs time to fucking. It's like when you're working some shit out, it just takes you doing it and building up on it. I'd say episode 8 is when shit started to like fucking dial in a little bit. Like finally, that's okay. Shit started to start getting good, and now it's just getting better and better every episode. Maybe
Oh,
the questions. Some people bitch about the questions, but me personally, I think the question is pretty cool. Wait, hold on. Let me read this. What this nigga said.
okay.
Wait, Guzzler, where are you? Where are you? Where are you? What's your name? This nigga. And anyways, go ahead.
All right. So you're saying that it's like it's cooking, but it, it hasn't. It's not done baking yet. But like, what is? How's it not in its final form? Like, what do you think is not quite up to what you need it to be up to for the show to be where it needs to be at? You know what I mean?
I'd say this: when the contestants come in, you give them one question and they immediately start rolling. They immediately start going hard. That's the thing that's missing. So that might, again, to me it just goes back to like I don't feel when niggas say that it's hosting needs to be done better, blah 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 blah. Look, at this point, niggas is retarded. I'll be honest. I'll be honest. If I'm cooking up the questions and I'm fucking working on the fucking production, you know what I mean? Listen, at this point, you niggas need to fucking say, oh, let's see if it just brings the viewers, then that's it. Because God knows me and him do the exact same thing. Matter of fact, every once in a while, he jumps in, I jump in. I think I like it that way. Me personally, I think it's balanced that way. I think it's good. But holy shit, these dick riders is actually
Qorantos,
fucking crazy.
Qorantos.
Wait, hold on. It's Benny's time. When Benny's done, you could talk, Abdullah. Hold on. Go ahead, Benny. Abdullah,
Okay.
Guzzler, you
Listen.
gotta wait.
Listen. I'm. I'm just so. I just know so much about entertainment. If you're gonna have recurring guests, the people who watch are gonna get bored. But it's difficult to find entertaining new guests. So if you're gonna do the recurring thing, then you need to be more involved. So you can like move the conversation forward, put the contestants into different types of situations or mental states of mind, so that we can actually like get new kind of content every time a recurring guest comes on. Otherwise, people are just gonna be bored hearing Darius talk about fucking a fleshlight every week. And I'm not saying that Darius comes on every week, but I'm just saying like you probably need to be more involved if you're gonna have recurring guests, so that you can kind of manufacture the show and push it in a direction for the content to be unique and interesting every week.
Okay. Wait, that's the only thing that you see wrong with the show or that needs improvement?
Well, no, I was just listening to you talk, and you were like just now you were saying that you appreciate the recurring guests, and then just now you were saying that you just need the guests to like turn up more and get more animated. And I'm saying if that's the case, you can't just let them settle into their roles on the show and just kind of present their dog shit bland personality that we've already seen before, play out. You gotta kind of push it in a certain type of direction in order for it to be more entertaining.
Okay, that's fair. I mean, the questions are meant to fucking take them out of their fucking element. Because if you have some shit prepared, like if you have the same talking points, if you say the same stupid shit, blah blah blah, and then you're presented with a fucking question that doesn't allow you to do that, then that's the point of it. Like when I have, like my idea of recurring guests is not because, oh, I like their shtick, is because I like the way that they engage with questions, and if the question is different, their way of engagement is gonna be different. But I also get what you're trying to say. Like maybe like drive the content towards certain places that I want to see it. Basically, I get it. It's cool.
Yeah, it's kind of you kind of have to feel it out on the fly and figure out what questions are gonna you know activate somebody a little bit more, try to instigate things between guests, return to that occasionally throughout the course of the show. It's something you obviously you gotta learn on the fly, but you know, like you were saying that you want to have like a hands off approach. I don't think that you can really have a hands off approach if you're gonna have recurring guests. That's all I'm saying.
I mean, I don't even think it's the recurring guests that don't quote allow me to have a fucking hands off approach. I think even with recurring guests, it works. I fucking like only like it's only when maybe like an evil fossil type nigga comes in that maybe he's just like overpowering everybody that I need to step in. But if people are going back and forth, I fucking enjoy it. I don't break it up because to me, I see it this way, right? if you want to have a fucking word, if you want to fucking say some shit, show me that you want to say some shit, and then I'll make sure the fucking conversation goes to you. Like if there's two niggas that are going back and forth, blah blah blah, and they're just like eating up the airtime, and I see somebody else that's like, oh, and then they get cut off because the other two are talking over them. They're like, well, and then eventually I'll be like, okay, stop. You go, and then that nigga go. Even Lil Steve does it. Yeah, that shit is cool. But I don't know, like, that's not fucking. Listen, brother, I love to talk more. Like, I purposefully decide not to talk because I'm like, I'm the host. These are the contestants. The spotlight needs to be on them. It would suck if I take it away from them by talking this and talking that. But I guess I'll just fucking moderate that shit and I'll make sure I'm not fucking talking too much. But at the same time, fucking, you know what I mean? Put again my 2 cents that fucking makes other nigga engage, do this, a lot. Yeah, sure, we could do that. Fuck it. Yeah, that could work. Not that that hasn't been done anyways, because I did it in the beginning and niggas bitched about that. I didn't do it and niggas bitched about that. So you see how I'm like, okay, these niggas don't know what the fuck they want. The customer does not know what the fuck they want. To be honest.
I see what you're saying, but I think I'll be honest. I haven't watched like all of the kicker keeps. I haven't watched the majority of them. So take what I'm about to say with a grain of salt. I'm just kind of talking about different hosting styles. I've seen you on Destiny stream. If people were complaining about the way you were hosting because they were saying that it was kind of like on Destiny stream, and that's one thing. What I'm saying is you need to be more like a ringleader, like or just like a manipulator, sort of. Not like, because on Destiny stream you kind of just like bulldoze over and you like just take control of the conversation by talking over everybody, which I don't have a problem with. But that's not really what, like, you kind of have to be a manipulator. That's the role that you kind of have to take with the kick or keep to try to get the content, the juicy content out of the contestants.
Okay, that's fair. No, I agree with you. I agree with you. Although oh my god, them bitch ass niggas. I mean, I play into it. Like when I try to do that shit, sometimes them niggas just don't stop fucking talking, and I just don't like muting people. Like I don't do it. So I play into the whole like, oh shit, the host has no power here, whatever the fuck. But I guess me fucking playing into it now, niggas is looking at that shit and be like, oh, Q can't do this, Q can't do that. I'm like, what the fuck? Like, I gotta start cooking these niggas. With all due respect, I gotta start fucking, you know what I mean, opening the fucking 8 gates. You know, I like, shit, I'm gonna do it. Fuck it. Fuck it. I'm gonna do it next episode.
Yeah, and this is the last thing. This is the last thing. Don't be too concerned with the guests, because it's your job that's on the line. Whatever it is that you got to do to make the content, because that's ultimately what your job is. Your job is to make the content. So although you want to keep the guests in mind to a certain degree, it's your job that's on the line. So do whatever it takes to make the content as interesting as possible. Don't be thinking, oh, well, I don't want to take away from their spotlight. If their spotlight has to be diminished to make the show more entertaining, fuck them. Take their spotlight away. To a certain degree, it's got to be cutthroat. It is what it is. I know that you're a nice guy. A lot of people like to say that you're a piece of shit. I know that you're a nice guy because I know that I'm a nice guy. And I feel you when you say that you don't want to take the spotlight away. But one, it's your job. And two, your job is to make the show entertaining. So if you have to take the spotlight away to place it on somebody else because they may have said one thing that was just more entertaining at the beginning and now the chat is reacting to that, that's what you got to do. And that person just has to get fucked. Better luck next time. Be more entertaining next time you come through.
Oh shit, I fuck with that. Hey, Pete, it's not Abdullah. You think Abdullah has this fucking much IQ? It's Benio, like Betty and then O.
Yes, sir.
Okay, that's a W. That's a W right there. Okay.
Can I plug my YouTube?
I appreciate you. Plug all your shit. Go.
Yo Kami, YOYOKAMI on YouTube, on Twitch, and on Kick. It's Yo Kami 1. I post political videos and shit like that.
There you go. There we go. W Benio, W Yo Kami. Now fucking skedaddle. Get the fuck out of here.
Bye.
Get another nigga to talk to.